Hello English Learning with Fun. Today's lesson is about comparison of equality, مساواة. For example, here we have a lion and here we have a tiger. We want to compare these two animals by using as. How do we start this sentence? The lion, we start with the first subject, the lion, then verb to be is as dangerous as. Here I'm making comparison of equality. We put the adjective between what? Between as, the two connectives. As. The first subject is here. We can compare animals, people, item, objects, places, maybe. Subject 1. And here we have verb. Which verb is a verb to be in simple present. The connectives here and the adjective, it's between them. Moving to another comparison here, we have horse and we have the lion. What do you notice here? We notice that the horse is less dangerous than the lion. وأقل خطر أو خطورة من الأسد. We start the same one with the first subject, the horse is the verb not. What does it mean? Not, it means negative. Not as dangerous of inferiority. What does it mean inferiority? عدم مساواة. Dangerous, الخطر. They are not sharing the same quality. The horse is less dangerous than the lion. That's why we are making comparison with not. The horse, subject 1, is verb to be. Is a verb. Not is the tool of negative. تبين لنا باللي هذه الجملة إنها منفية. Not as connective. Dangerous, the adjective is here. As the lion. The second, here we call it comparison of inferiority. What does it mean this? It means when two persons, animals or objects, places doesn't share the same quality. Dangerous, the same quality. الخطر, نفس الصفة. For example here, the horse is less dangerous, is not as dangerous as the lion. Not like the tiger. Or we can say the horse is not as dangerous as the tiger. It's the same. Because they don't share the same quality, so we make comparison of inferiority by adding not. Another example of comparison of inferiority, can you guess the adjective? Look to the horse and look to the giraffe. The adjective that we are going to use is tall. Tall. Look here, the horse. The same, we start with the horse. Is, we add not here, not as tall, because it is inferiority. We say not as the connectives, as the giraffe. It's the first subject, and here we have a verb. The tool of negative not and the. Let's make it more clear here. By correcting these exercises, I compare using as or not as. First, you have to look to the pictures here. Dora here, and we have a witch, ساحرة. Ugly, this is the adjective. Here we are noticing that Dora is the same, they are sharing the same quality, ugly. How do we start? We start like this. Dora is as ugly as a witch. As I said, we start with the first subject, verb to be, as. We put the adjective between the connectives as, and the second subject. A green car, a red car, expensive. Like I explained the lesson, a green car is, I think they share the same quality here, is as expensive as a red car. George, look to George, a wolf, hungry. I think both of them, they are sharing the same quality, hungry, جائع. So we start with George. George, it's the name of the boy. George is as hungry as a wolf. As a wolf. The boy, we start with this. The boy is not. ما يشاركوش في نفس الصفة. Brave is not as brave as lion. That's it. Not because it is inferiority. They doesn't share the same quality of brave. Question here, using as or not as. Look here, John is 1.80 m tall. Dave is 1 m. It's the same height. So what do we say? John is as, this is the adjective, tall as Dave. The next one, John is not clever. It's comparative adjective here. Is, and we have the adjective clever. Mary is clever, أذكى منه. What do we say here? We have not already. John is not clever as Mary. Don't forget as and the adjective between them. The first exam was difficult. The second exam was difficult too. What does it mean too? أيضا. The first exam was as difficult as the second exam. يعني بنفس صعوبة الامتحان الثاني. As. Mrs. Jones talks very quietly. بهدوء. Mrs. Smith talks more loudly. بشكل عالي, بصوت عالي. Talk, this is the verb, and loudly is adjective. Here it's not clear, so we start with Mrs. Jones does, the auxiliary, because it is negative, does not talk. لأنها جملة منفية, we need what? We need auxiliary to do. And here we put does because we have he or she. Here we say she, not he. Mrs. John does not talk as loudly, not verb to be. You need to start with auxiliary. Does not talk as loudly as Mrs. Smith. With he, she, it, the auxiliary we say does. With I, you, we, and they, the auxiliary that we use is do. For example, I do not talk as loudly as my brother. You don't talk, for example, as loudly as your sister.